Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Lion. I want to make this quick video talking about our young dude, Renardo Green, baby. No one really talked about him during this game. And if you're a cornerback, that's a great thing, baby. Because he didn't play against Jacksonville, and it didn't hurt us because it was Trevor Lawrence. But this last game, Thursday Night Football, we had to have it. We needed Renardo Green to have the game of his life. And overall, he was solid for us. Check this out real quick. He had 7 targets, 3 catches allowed, 34 yards, 1 first down allowed, and 1 pass breakup. To me, going up against those dogs, those receivers, he looked really good out there, man. He was flying. He was sticking coverage. He was chirping a little bit. Him and Lenore, they love to chirp. Lenore, another great game too, by the way. But we're going to need these guys. Like, these 2 guys are important, especially without the pass rush. This kind of reminds me of World War II, when General MacArthur was out there in the Philippines, and he was asking, I need backup. I need people to come and help me. And what happened? No one came, man. And right now, John Lynch is on the phone like, hey, man, we need pass rushers. Like, because right now, these guys are on an island. They're not getting the pressure like they did, those first few games with Nick Bosa. We just, right now, we don't have it. So the fact that these 2 guys right here, Renardo Green and Lenore, are playing the way they are, it's incredible, man. Because, again, these guys were not getting the pressure. If we got the pressure, and I think it's going to happen, I think we're going to make a trade, I think we'll be fine. But these guys have to do it pretty much themselves. Like, hey, man, go guard this guy for 4 or 5 seconds and do your thing. And they're doing it, man. So to me, I'm excited for next year and years, and even this year. But because when we get Bosa back and then our young cats develop, we see Alfred Collins getting better. It's just going to be amazing, because these cornerbacks right here, we're going to have them for the next 2-3 years. And by the way, I like Up and Stout too. Up and Stout, yeah, he got beat a little bit, but he's a rookie. He's not the biggest dude. He's learning how to play within himself. But he's a dog too, so I'm pumped up with what we got there. So, yeah, man, I just want to make this real quick just to talk about, yeah, man, these cornerbacks, I said it early on, that they're going to be a huge part of our defense. It's not going to be the same with 2019, where we had the big 4, the 4 horsemen with Buckner, Armstead, Bosa, and then D4. That was freaking amazing. We get the pressure right away. Yeah, we had Sherman on one side. Who was the other guy? I know Mosley came in here and there. I can't think who the other guy was. We kept was Witherspoon with us that year? I can't remember. But I think these guys right now, these are like some of the best cornerbacks we've had in a while. I'll be real with you. Like, I'd rather have these cornerbacks than in years past, just because they're young, they're feisty, they get under your skin, and they're not afraid. Renardo Green, he's had a really good season so far. I think one game where you could say, it wasn't the greatest game, I think, against the Cardinals. But other than that, he's a guy that he was hurt in camp. And, when you get hurt, you're not the same player. But still, this guy coming in, playing his ass off, despite the injuries. So I think he's just going to get better. What happened in college when he was with Florida State, going against LSU, those receivers, neighbors, and just shutting them down. So you knew there was something there. And to me, I think he has a chance to be really special, man. I really do. I'm not saying to blow smoke up your ass. I remember back in the day when we had Ahmed Plummer, Nate Webster, and you knew, man, these guys would always get torched, man. They would get worked, first round picks, Mike Rumpf, and it's like, dang, man. Like, you knew they weren't the best corners. Like, I remember one game where Ahmed Plummer gave up like 150 plus yards to Torrey Holt. We ended up winning that game, and the announcer was like, "Oh, that was the quietest 150 yards that he's ever had. It's like, really, dude? Like, come on, dog. Like, come on, don't smoke, don't blow smoke up our ass, dude. He got torched. And with these guys, man, you don't see that, man. You really don't see. Yeah, they get beat here and there. Everyone does. It's freaking the NFL, especially for us that we don't have damn guys that can get to the quarterback right now. So it kind of reminds me again. I've said this before, like the 2019 Patriots when Niners and the Patriots going back and back who had the best defense, and the Niners defense was based off pressure, but based off the front line that was doing all the work. And the Patriots were the cornerbacks when they had the McCarthy brothers. And then who else did they have? I think it was J.C. Jackson. They had those boys, and they were freaking awesome. And that was their meats and potatoes. It looks like this year, our meats and potatoes is our secondary. And when we get Malik Mustafa back, I think that's going to click with everybody. It's going to get everyone together, and everyone's going to be on the same page. You know, it's kind of like, getting that Infinity Stone. I don't know if you're, I'm sorry, man, I'm going to go there. Marvels, when Thanos, he got that final Infinity Stone. It didn't work, when he had 4 of them, it was cool and all, it looked cute. But once you got all 5 of them, that's when it unleashed everything. I think that's just what we're missing right now. Once we get Malik Mustafa back, then Robert Saleh can start dialing it up even more, because you have the fast-ass safeties coming in blitzing. Shea could bring our cornerbacks, have them be the 5th guy until we get someone else. Imagine though, right now. Imagine if we get someone. I know there's names out there I heard today. People were talking about Burns. I said Crosby because I know Damien Bruce was talking about that today. And obviously the big one is Trey Hendrickson. If we get one of those guys, that's just going to unleash a cheat code for this defense. It really is. With Malik Mustafa back, we never got to see it. Like, we never got to see this defense in its full capacity because Bosa got hurt and now Mustafa's coming back. But when everyone comes together, that first week, it was pretty special. Against the Seahawks, how great our defense was, just flying everywhere. I think we can get back to that and maybe a little bit better, if we get a stud out there and then Mustafa comes back and these cornerbacks are playing lights out, man. They really are. I think Stafford did get a lot of yards, but it wasn't against those 2 guys. Like, those 2 guys were awesome. Stout kind of had a little rough game. It wasn't like crazy, but overall, like for the cornerbacks, they looked really good. So I'm excited, man. I'm really excited for Renardo Green for the next, 3-4 years. And again, once we're gonna get that pressure, it's gonna come. It's gonna come, man. Mikael Williams getting better. He's gonna start bringing the heat. Alfred Collins, this last game, he had the best PFF grade since he's been here. You could tell once he got that punch out, he was freaking starting to throw guys, which that's what you want to see. Continue to get better. Continue going on that Nick Bosa diet that he's been talking about, and then everything's gonna come together. So I just want to bring that up real quick. Renardo Green, someone to keep an eye out. Big game this week. I know they got some good receivers over there with the Bucs, and it's going to be for first place pretty much in the NFC. Who wants it more? Let's see how it goes. But yeah, man, that's my take. Let me know what you guys think. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.